If you had an option, love or build?
I'm going to choose love.
Why are you laughing? I'm building because when we get up there, baby, we're going to fall in love.
Well, can I bring my love and we be in your building?
If you would have asked me this 30 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm loving.
Okay.
But you asked me that in my 50s, I'm building.
Love is...
Love.
Why can't I love somebody and build with them? Love is the antidote. It solves world problems.
I'm taking building over loving any day, every day.
Yeah. I am taking love because I know that my love will encourage you to build. What are you taking?
Welcome to another episode of Boots2Heels. I'm your girl, Nikki Cole Williams.
And I'm Miss Miko Reed.
And we're two best friends. Dog tag.
For Louis Bags, baby.
Hey, Miss Miko. Miss Miko.
I like your glasses.
Miss Miko. Girl, you are killing it with this dress, best friend.
I feel as though...
No, it's like you got all the colors. It's
yes.
Summertime.
It's given. It's summer. It's on the cusp of Juneteenth. Juneteenth is tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's summertime.
And that's summertime.
And
summer,
I love the color thing. You like a rainbow.
I feel like a rainbow. I wanted to wear a romper.
Taste the Skittles or something.
Yeah, was it Taste the Rainbow?
Taste the Rainbow. I love your outfit. It's really cute.
Taste the rainbow, baby. But no, you can't taste the rainbow. But I love your outfit. I love your glasses most of all. They're so effing cute.
This is probably, I should have saved this for Bougie on a Budget.
Yes.
But I went to Team U and got is it called Team U?
I don't know. I like the way you say it though. Team U.
That's what I always say. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. And I just got all these different kind of glasses. They even have the ones where you can put prescriptions in them.
Really?
So I have some that you can really see how
to...
These are just for decoration.
I like the decor.
Okay.
Decor her, baby. Decor. It's demure. It's giving demure.
I say that for Bougie on a Budget.
No, it's cute. We got a lot of bougie on a budgets. Yes. This is good.
So thank you. And we're looking summerish.
Yes.
Summertime.
Yes.
And that's my favorite time of the year because I love the heat.
Me too, baby, because we hot. I love the heat.
It's a hot girl summer. Is it still hot girl summer?
It is. Well, I'm a summer baby, so that's my birthday time. So I love the summer.
No, but you remember every year it's like hot girl summer. I haven't heard that this year.
Oh, because Meg. I said Meg, and the whole Tory Lanez thing. It's a lot of stuff happening.
They stopped letting us be hot girls in the summer.
I don't know, or maybe we just pivoted to soft girl.
I hate it. I want to be hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer, soft girl. I can't even talk. I'm from DC, so I'm gonna say Yeah.
But it is the summertime and things are heating up.
Yes.
And one of the things I'm going to go to my fitness piece because we're talking about summer. And I think I've said this a few times before, but I really enjoy working out during the summer months.
Yeah.
I like to be in the heat, sweating, soaking wet, out there running. And I turn 10 shades darker.
Me too.
I do. And one of the tips, and this is a tip for everybody. This is a huge takeaway for you. I used to work out in sunglasses.
Ooh.
Because it's
is that
hot.
good?
You can't see really.
Right.
But I used to end up having a raccoon face, girl.
Ooh.
And one day I was at work and this guy said, and I hope you remember who you are who said this. It was like, oh, you got that raccoon face. Girl. I was like, what you mean?
Oh, that was so mean.
And then he realized he hurt my feeling. He was like, it looked like you had sunglasses on.
Oh.
And he really hurt my feelings. And then
stuck with
that,
you.
It did. From that day on, when I work out, I said, if I'm going to turn black, everything.
All right, baby, back to black on the cusp of Juneteenth.
Yes.
Oh,
baby.
Take the shades off. Take the granny panties off. Put the shades on. I don't know. No,
not the granny panties.
Okay. I will sing that song. I can't remember. Take that granny panties on. Put your thongs on.
Remember that song?
Why you never remember the songs that I make references to?
Granny panties.
Take your granny panties off. Put your thongs on. You don't know? You don't know that song?
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I don't remember that.
You were not outside during that time.
But I just gave everybody a nugget. When you're working out, take your sunglasses off.
Take
So
it
you don't
off.
have that raccoon face.
Yeah.
And the person at work won't have to talk about you about that raccoon face.
Yeah. That's not cool. That's not
But
cool.
I snuck in my fitness tip, and I want you to give.
My poetry tip.
Oh, you got it.
I'm already ready. I was, born ready.
Sip off of that poetry.
Listen,
Let's
it is Juneteenth. It is not really a poetry tip. It's really like what I'm doing. I encourage everyone to write something for Juneteenth for yourself, for your ancestors, for your future, because it's like freedom.
Yeah.
Like, we celebrate the 4th of July,
Right.
but we weren't really free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Juneteenth is freedom for us.
Yeah.
And it's a federal holiday now, and if it's not for your job, take off. If you got the time, take off.
And speaking of taking off, and speaking of the holiday, we are doing a Juneteenth field day.
I love it.
Adult field day.
Yes. I'm excited. She's so competitive, y'all.
I mean, like, we're going to have everything in the slip and slide. It's going to be so much fun. Everybody should try this. Like, we seen it on TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok tells you everything.
Everything.
They
We love
share
TikTok.
all the good stuff on TikTok.
We love TikTok.
So we are doing that on TikTok. We're going to do like the slip and slides. We're going to have the bouncy, adults bouncy.
Yes.
We're going to have the balloon throw, the water balloons. We're going to have everything on Juneteenth celebration.
Juneteenth.
Yes, because we're going to treat it like we do the 4th of July.
Yeah. I love it.
4th of July we're celebrating anymore.
I love
We freaking celebrating Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. And I feel like if y'all see me at the next podcast with like an arm brace
that means I body slammed.
that means Juneteenth went south, right? That means that like I did some activity I wasn't supposed to do, but it's in the spirit of freedom. I can't win. Like, it's in that spirit.
Oh my God, that's right.
You having a hot flash?
I'm having a hot.
Oh my gosh.
And
my gouache.
what I've started to do is embrace my hot flashes.
Okay.
It is so much like, if you look at the Oprah show, especially, she does a lot of talk about hot flashes and the hormones and the things that it does show you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm no longer embarrassed about hot flashes.
No, I'm not either. I don't have them as much as I used to. I'm realizing that means
I got a nugget for everybody.
ooh.
When you drink or eat chocolate, it increases your hot flashes. Now you drinking, you better have one too. When you drink alcohol, you eat chocolate, your hot flashes intensify.
It's caffeine. It's a lot of caffeine in
caffeine
chocolate.
in this?
No, alcohol is alcohol, but chocolate is caffeine.
Yeah.
So like the same thing applies like when you're drinking like an abundance of like coffee or like those energy drinks is definitely hot flash.
I got another hot flash tip that happens. I don't know if it's a tip now, but when you are getting aroused,
you
get hot.
You get hot, baby.
I get hot flashes.
Or maybe it's just he just arousing you. Ew. Yeah, no.
I really think it's like when you're getting, your emotions are getting high, the hot flashes come.
Yeah.
And girl, like
that makes it better.
Like the bed is soaking wet and he was like, babe. I'd be like,
soaking wet.
That's a hot.
He's like, oh baby, you love me. I'd be like, I sure do. Meanwhile, my back is sweating.
I love the fact that Oprah and everybody else is just keep talking about hot flashes now, and they try to make us understand it better of all the things that causes hot flashes and how we react to it. Like, our hormones and our attitudes and our emotions.
Yeah.
Hot flashes are part of all of that, girl.
And girl, you know that I'm really glad that Oprah is talking about it. But growing up, it was never discussed.
Nope.
Amongst, like, obviously our generation, when we're growing up, we are worried about like the actual menstrual cycle and, and all of that stuff. So no one prepares you as a woman. No one prepares you for the step after you're finished. You're not bearing any more kids.
Correct.
Like, you don't want to, and maybe you still can, but you're going through this other cycle, and it's like supposed to be this big secret, and no one discusses it.
Why though?
It feels like, I think that for me, I was very, I don't know, I thought it was like embarrassing. Like, it's the end of my hot era, right? But I feel like you got to embrace it, because it's not the end of your hot era. It's just another era opening up for you.
And I can see the embarrassment, because imagine you're in a meeting and you are talking,
right?
And all of a sudden, all this sweat starts pouring out of you. And I used to be so embarrassed, but now I'll be like, somebody give me a fan. I'm having a hot flash.
Right.
It's like, turn the fan on. Somebody, Nicole is getting hot.
Right.
I make everybody else cater to.
Yeah, educate them.
Yes, cater to my hot flash, because I'm having one, baby.
Yeah.
Turn the fan on. I'm having a hot flash. And then next slide, please.
Right. Yes. Okay. Keep it moving. Next slide.
Yes.
Next slide.
And that's what I'm forcing them to do. Cater to me in my hot flashes. I'm having one now, but I'm going to move on.
Okay. So, I forgot. I think I've
cater to my hot flashes.
Oh yeah, cater to me. Oh baby, this is your day, or whatever Beyonce say.
Speaking of Beyonce, I've been watching her concerts, Cowboy Carter.
Yes.
And Rumi.
And Blue Ivy.
But Rumi is like so excited to be hitting that.
Yes, stage. I love it.
It's like
7.
It's like, see me.
Yeah.
See me. She is just like a ball of fire.
Adorable.
So happy. Yeah.
I love that excitement.
I really love the fact that Beyonce is saying, put your shoes on, baby. And we about to train you for the next.
It's the family business,
girl.
Because the mother and fathers, and that's why I don't understand why people get so annoyed. Like, that's the family business. Yes. If we had, listen, our kids, all right, come on, let's go. Yeah. Our kids are gonna be right here. Whatever the next family business is, like, bring them in. That's how they do it. That's how you should do it.
And that's exactly what she's doing. And kudos go out to you, Beyonce. Girl, hit us up and tag us.
I'm gonna see you soon, girl. We gonna see you soon.
Like, I don't know if I love Beyonce.
You're not gonna go to her concert with me?
Girl, you remember we went?
I've gone 3 times. I only went once with you.
Who else you went with?
People in my past.
Before us.
Yeah.
We all went. Like, yeah, I'm telling y'all, speaking of drinking and I was so drunk.
Did you fall asleep? I feel like you fell asleep at her concert.
I sat down and they was just like, Nicole, get up.
It was lit. It wasn't Renaissance. It wasn't B-Day. It was the one right between, I cannot remember. Although I'm a huge Beyonce fan. Yeah.
I'm a huge Beyonce fan. I'm not a big concert person.
I got tickets for her in Paris.
Oh no. You asked? Yeah.
But I'm not going. So if anybody want to buy some tickets for Paris Beyonce, June 20th.
Is it June?
Yeah, it's like in a couple days. Let me know.
Wait.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
It's in 2 days.
It's in two days, yeah. Yeah.
I begged her not to buy those.
I know. I thought I was going to be able to go to Paris.
I'm moving on.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you never listen to
I don't.
But here's a question. And y'all know, if you don't know, I'm a TikToker. I'm a TikToker. And not only am I a TikToker, I watch other people's TikToks.
Yeah.
And this guy was on TikTok and he was saying, I don't know if I want a person to love. I think I want a person that I can build with. I don't want a person that I can love. I want a person that I can build with. And I'm just like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, you sent that TikTok.
Yeah, loving somebody over building with somebody. Which would you do? Now, which would you do?
I would try to find a way to build the person that I love.
You can't.
I don't like when you can't.
You can't have it both ways. If you had an option, love or build.
I'm going to choose love.
Why are you laughing? I'm building. I'm building because when we get up there, baby, we're going to fall in love.
Well, can I bring my love and we be in your building?
because I will say this right here. I think there's a time frame for loving and a time frame for building. If you would have asked me this 30 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm loving.
Okay.
But you asked me that in my 50s, I'm building.
Love is
love.
Love
You
is
love
the
me, don't you?
love is the antidote.
You love me, don't you?
I do.
And we're building.
We're building. Right. So why can't I love somebody and build with them? Love is the antidote. It solves world problems. It is. Without love, let me tell you something. In certain cultures,
best friend.
Let me finish my statement. In certain cultures, there's arranged marriages, right?
Yeah.
And I remember,
and they arrange those marriages because they know they can build together. They pick people who can build and be successful together.
Right, but it's not always that way. So I'm not knocking that concept of building and then finding love, but that is like a force. Like you build and then you have to figure out how to love that person.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
But we got freedom. Like, why can't I love you and build with you?
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you meet somebody you know that can't build with you. You're saying, babe, let's do this. Babe, let's do this. Babe, let's do this. He's like, girl, I'm asleep. He ain't moving. No. He ain't doing nothing. And I
will never be a person I'm with.
You love him, you will be with him like that. So you rather build than love.
I'm not loving a lazy. I'm not loving a lazy house. That's a kid's show. I'm not loving a lazy house. Whoever I'm loving is going to be actively building.
Hope.
I know because I know me.
So you're taking building over love.
I'm taking love, God damn it. And we dope and we build. Okay, I get this. I get what you're saying though. I get this, the concept. Like I gotta pick one.
You have to, because you can really be with a person and a half. I've been there with a person who I am still climbing, trying to go. And he was like, girl, you doing too much.
Oh, I don't like that. I have never I have never been with anybody like that.
I have.
And then
in my 20s, in my 30s, in my 50s, boy, bye. If you ain't building, we ain't loving.
Yeah.
If you ain't building, we ain't loving. I'm taking building over loving any day, every day.
Yeah. I am taking love because I know that my love will encourage you to build.
You can't.
That sounded so good, baby.
No, you can't change a person.
Well, that's why the person I'm with will not
need to be changed.
Be changed, right?
Okay, you would pick a person that is prepared to build.
Yeah, or they're already building or have built.
You hope, because they be like some Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know those type of people.
You don't?
No.
Okay. Anyway, I'm taking builds. My best friend is taking love.
Yeah. What are you taking?
You should do a poll on
I want you. Like, what are you taking? That's all I'm saying. What you taking? Okay, moving right along.
Women supporting women.
Yeah.
Not supporting our men now. We're talking about supporting each other. Yeah.
That's lacking. It's lacking in society now.
Is it lacking in society?
I feel like it is lacking overall. I don't feel like a lot of women really truly support other women. And I'm coming from the social media standpoint, like they tear each other down. Like we I don't
think it's just women though. I think people
tear each other down. But since the topic is women supporting women, I'm just like, okay, I don't know many. Like I know my circle, we stand up for each other. You know what I mean?
But we in closed circles, now we tear each other to fuck.
How you gonna get this work, baby? Hey, you fat today. Hey, look at your shoes. What the fuck you got on? Hey, your hair's a mess. Hey, your face is dirty. Girl, you need some bow ties. What the fuck your nails doing? Girl, your toes. Your man love you like this? Well, your ass is why. Oh, okay, because we can go. But we love each other. Because that's what we do.
No, behind closed doors. We tear each other the fuck down. But
it's to build you up.
Nobody else. talk about you.
Right.
And nobody else in my circle.
Right.
And in front of other people, nobody's gonna know I'm tearing you down.
Right. Why do we do this?
We do that though.
This is not good for this topic because it's out of fun.
No, I think we go hard because we want the best for each other.
And we don't want anybody else to go hard. Like, we're going to tell you off break, like,
if somebody saw you like that, girl, they're gonna talk about you like a dog.
Right.
You need to change them clothes. Nope, you can't wear that.
you can't go with us. Like, no.
We go hard like that.
Y'all remember y'all made my sister go in the airport bathroom and check. You ain't wearing that dowdy ass dress. No, the hell.
No, but that she deserved that.
She did.
She came there to the airport. We was going to Cowboy Carter. Mm-hmm. We was your birthday, your 50th birthday, and was going to Texas.
Houston.
It was we're going to Houston, and we supposed to be all in booty shorts and our cowboy boots. She came in there with this granny dress on, like y'all ready.
Yeah,
where the fuck you think you going?
She did. Take it in the bathroom, go in your luggage and put them shorts on.
Y'all, this is not that bad.
Yeah.
My sister go harder than me.
Yeah.
She was just like, no, anyway, we made her change.
Yeah.
But when you really think about it, I don't think that is us trying to tear another woman down. No. I think that's us supporting each other in front of each other, because people have pockets of people that you can support. Like my sisters, like we go hard too. Your sisters, you go hard too.
Yeah.
But when it's in front of people, I'm the only one who talk about them.
Right.
Like can't nobody else in this circle talk about her.
Right.
But
better not.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you know what another thing is? And I'm very talkative now.
Yeah.
That means that
the drinks is drink. Right.
Another thing is,
who is hot?
The champagne because champagne makes you have hot flashes. But anything, when I am around in a circle, especially in corporate America or where I'm working at, I do not like when people say black people can't get along. Black women don't get along well. I hate when people say that. I hate it. And I purposely work very hard at making sure I get along with every black person. Woman, because they say women can't get along.
I think that we can get along. I think it's the defense mechanism. And I think it's a way to protect ourselves because we have to fight for so much in corporate America. So I feel like the barriers can become, we can break those barriers and we can break the walls if we are one-on-one. But in a group setting,
no, it's not. It shouldn't be different.
No, that's the bad thing. I'm saying a group setting. Say, for instance, it's a scenario. It's a team of 8 or 7 and it's 2 black women and the rest are white men.
Okay.
You would think that the 2 black women are going to see eye to eye and, but I feel like they're pitted against each other from the team, not each other. Like, so the team is looking at you for your advice and looking at them for their advice. And so they're just trying to pit us against each other.
Yes.
It's up to us to uphold each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say this about currently in my career field, I have another black female, and for some reason, everybody was like, she don't like you, you don't like her, she don't like you, y'all doing this, y'all doing this.
Like, but you mature and professional for that.
Finally, we got an opportunity to work hand in hand. We were forced to work hand in hand. And one of the guys that worked with us and say, they say y'all don't like each other. It's like, yeah, I mean, shit.
Like, get out of women business, guy.
Let me tell you what he said that I respected. He said, y'all don't like each other because y'all so much alike. He told her that. He told me that. And then I started watching her. I was just like, this bitch bad.
She is me.
Right. Yeah. She was me. I was her. Yeah. And we started seeing that because he told both of us, not at the same time, but at different times. And I think we both started watching each other together at the same time. And we started saying, dang.
Yeah.
She go hard.
Oh, I have a
She's
story.
Like me.
Yeah.
So what we started doing is we started talking and we started like, can't nobody mess with me? Because she's going to be saying, hold up. Right. Hold up. Nicole does this. Hold up. and I'm not letting nobody mess with her. Because when people try to put you against each other, and that's what they do for Black women all the time, but it's left up to us to say no.
Yeah, it's unity in community.
We have to, as Black women, stick together because we have the least amount of respect in the whole world.
Yeah.
You know, they talk about how men are least respected, but Black men, but no.
Yeah, we're so disrespected.
Sometimes even from the Black man.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're at the bottom. So we as Black women have to stick together.
Yeah.
And we have to be unified and show our strength and show that we are worthy of everything, and let that stigma about Black women can't stick together, can't work well together, change that narrative.
Yeah, definitely. I have a short story. I'm debating about telling it, but
tell it, baby.
I don't think people at my job watch my podcast anyway. So watch
don't say
podcast.
It's your job. It could have been 10 years. You're in the military.
Yeah. It's definitely the military. No, there's a scenario that, you know, when you walk into a place and you're a new individual, you're a new employee, you don't know the space. Mm-hmm. And if people are quiet and they don't talk to you or whatever, you feel like, I mean, it's that thought of like, oh, they don't like me. They don't this. And for me, I'm a people pleaser.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm trying to get away from that. So the opposite of that for me is like, I ain't saying shit to you. You don't say shit to me. Mm-hmm. Like, but that's so ignorant. You know what I mean?
I don't do that.
And right. I did. Yeah. And it's just like, sorry, how do you, I'm like, I don't know. Like, how do you break that?
I'll tell you how. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Okay. You ready. She is ready.
I'll tell you how. You don't walk in, and when I walk into a room, you ain't got to speak to me. I don't speak to them. Hey,
I do too.
Even on our Teams meetings, when we get into the Teams meeting, it's quiet.
Always.
I log on. Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah.
How you doing? I call names. How you doing, Miko? Yeah. How you doing, this person? Hi.
And be like, hi.
Of course. Everybody off mute and speak.
Everybody on mute. Yeah. I do that.
Yes.
I do that. But I feel like early on, I didn't do that because I was just like, I don't know these people. I don't know, But something interesting happened when I started just being myself, like, good morning. It's like, now people are like, talking, and like I'm not here for friendships, but like there has to be a baseline of respect and communication. You're with these people 6 to 7 hours out of your day, you know what I mean? So it makes sense to want to have some kind of rapport. And they watch your back, you watch theirs. So I think the disconnect for Black women in corporate America is, like I said, everyone's pitting each other against each other, but also it's the desire to climb. And you got to get there before the next person gets there. And that's something that we don't realize, that there's enough space for everyone.
Absolutely. We don't, but I think we have been trained mentally to not to think there's enough space for everyone.
Right.
Because they keep saying that you know, there was a quota. You can have so many Black people here. You can have so many Black people,
right.
So many women, so many men. And so they forced us to fight against each other.
Right.
And one of the things that, this person that I was talking about earlier, this female that I was talking about earlier, and she would always say, yeah, I don't want Nicole's job.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, but when Nicole leave, I'm trying to get her job.
Right.
I'm training to get Nicole's job.
Right.
And when Nicole move up, then I'm expecting to move in Nicole's job because I'm doing so well, and I know Nicole is going to move me up because not because she's a woman, but because I go hard like her.
Right.
Just like her.
Right.
And I'm telling you, I probably do not or have not given this person enough kudos and, you know, told her enough, like, girl, like, I appreciate that from you.
Right.
Because it's not like she's fighting for my job.
Right. We can all coexist.
We can coexist. And I love that. And I just encourage all of us women to do that same thing, to work together, to support each other. Stop that narrative that Black women especially don't support each other. Let's show everybody we support each other. Let's show everybody that we're not fighting against each other.
Right.
Because that is terrible. And I do not want that. I don't want to be associated with that. I want something different.
Best friend got a speech on Juneteenth. Listen, don't come for her.
And, you know, they want to change Juneteenth back and take this holiday away. Now, baby, we celebrating.
Field day.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
We are celebrating Field Day. So I encourage, once again, every Black, not just woman, person, let's stick together. Let's really stick together, fight the power. And let's change that narrative that we don't stick together, because it's like crabs in a barrel.
Yeah.
We don't want that. That's not who we are. We're not crabs in a barrel.
Right.
You know, I'm going to be, if I'm the crab, I'm pulling my little, whatever it is, claw up to lift you up.
I hate crabs.
Yeah, you allergic to it. But I'm lifting you up.
Yeah.
Not because I'm trying to get above you, because once you get up, I move up.
Right.
That's how we need to think as Black people.
Clock it.
Yes, girl. And
drink,
best friend, because I'm going to move on, because I have really, I know when I drink, I talk. But I'm moving on to, ooh.
I want to swallow real quick. Because this topic, baby. Best friend?
It's dating after lockup.
Lockup.
Clink. I guess the question is, and this is to America.
This is America.
The world. Have you ever dated anybody that's been locked up?
Woo! Is that rhetorical? Is it for America or is it for us?
Period. Oh, let's us.
Period. No, I haven't.
Let's us.
Okay. I
have.
Oh, you have.
I have. And here's what I say, because, you know, there is a stigma that goes along with people that's been locked up.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to do this caveat before we talk about it, before we dive into it. But, you popped your neck.
Yes, I had to get right. I got to get right.
Back in the 80s and 90s, it was a lot of African-American men, particularly, that was dealing drugs. And there was a lot of people being locked up for selling drugs. You know, there was a time when they were looking for Black men to lock up, when we all know that the drugs did not necessarily come from the Black men. They came from the whites, the Mexicans, whoever bringing the drugs into America. But primarily who was locked up was Black men. A lot of Black men were locked up for drugs. So
you dated somebody who was locked up. Okay. Is that what we saying? From the 80s and 90s?
I did.
With drugs. Okay.
I did.
Okay.
I did. And I will say this right here. Now, y'all digging into my life, because we usually talk about Miko and her life.
Yes. Get into it.
I'm very particular about who I date.
Are you?
Yeah, especially because I'm a single mother.
Yeah.
And I have a daughter. Yeah. And I want her to see people that set great examples for her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't just want to say, "Oh, Nia, I'm here. Oh, Nia, I'm here. Oh, Nia." No, I want to be with somebody that I can say, "This is who I'm dating, Nia. This is potentially your stepdad. This is who I'm with." And I'm very particular about who I date.
I wonder if the roles were reversed, would you be as open?
Which way?
Me.
Probably not.
Right.
Well, let me say this right here. In all fairness, probably before I dated this person, I was hard on everybody about everybody they dated.
Like shit. Yeah, go ahead.
But when I was put in that situation where I met somebody and dated somebody, I started to say, take a step back and look at yourself. Like, you're not Miss Perfect. You can no longer be judging people based off what they've done.
But you did.
And not after, did I? Not after.
Have you seen our latest podcast? Yes.
We're talking about dating.
Okay.
We're talking about dating after lockup.
Okay, keep going. Go ahead.
It was the first person I ever dated that ever been locked up.
Okay.
And it's so funny. It was so funny because I'm country. I'm from Georgia, and I'm just like real green. So we went on our first date. Somebody introduced us. My sister was out one day and she was like, "Hey, Cole," they call me Cole. "Where you at?" I was like, "I'm in school." So after school, come by. I come to this club. We hanging out. We doing a happy hour. So I went to the happy hour and we just hanging out. And then this person walked in and I met this person and we started dating. So we first went on a date probably 2 weeks after I met him, and he was straight up honest. And he was just like, "I have something to tell you." So okay, what? I mean, what?
Right.
He said, "I've been on he said vacation."
Oh my God.
I was on vacation for, I think, is it vacation I usually say?
Girl, I never dated you. I would not know what they said. I don't know.
I think it was vacation, or I've been away for a while. And I was not even like, "Where'd you go?"
Not out the country.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I honestly was really green to it. But here is why I decided that, okay, let me move forward with this. Because at that conversation, he's like, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. His dreams, his aspirations, his goals. Like, it's not a person who's saying, "I'm going to sit down and I want you to take care of me." No, it wasn't that at all. It's like, I did my time for what I did. And now I'm here and I am going to be where I should have been initially.
I think I want to.
I feel so funny because I don't share like this.
You don't. And I want to be on your side so much because I really know the individual is an amazing person. But because of who you are.
Yeah. Very judgmental. Very judgmental.
Yeah. And it makes me wonder, like, if this was anyone else. Leave that nigga. Right. It's like, leave that nigga. Right. It's like, we don't judge by the color, but the content of their character. It's like anybody else. It would not matter what their potential was. They doing this and they doing this and they doing this. And that happened because they were locking black men up in the 80s and 90s. And
I'm making excuses.
I mean, the excuses are excuses. Like, it's given Excuse City.
Somebody come on mic me, please.
It's given Excuse City.
This show's about come please
because it's you. And this person is just a go-getter.
No.
It's like, we got to stick beside it.
You know what? I don't know if, and I promise.
Nigga, you know?
No.
No. Nigga, you know. This would not be a conversation. You would have gone so hard. And I'm just speaking, don't let it have been one of your sisters. My Jesus, mama, no, mama. This is what I'm talking about, mama. She's so gullible. Mama, I'm trying to help her. She up here from the country like me. Like, I'm going too hard. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
My best friend is going in.
It's my time to shine.
My best friend is going
because even my current man, you're like, I don't know if you're ready to date.
No. But
nah, I feel like it's important to get that part out.
I'll take that. I will take that. I honestly will take that.
Right, because there's more. Also, I'll let you cook. I'll let you chill. This is going to be a part 2, though.
Wait.
Love at the Lockup part 2.
Who wrote these cards?
You. Love at the Lockup part 2. Because, so now what happens with the mentality? And does it matter what they locked up for? And how do they act? Does it matter the length of years?
So,
is it a violent crime? What? These are the things that we wonder about. Obviously, we know you would not be dating nobody with a violent crime and shit. Nah, we ain't doing that. But, right?
No.
Okay, I got to ask you that. Like,
doing me like
goddamn. Like, I don't know.
That was good.
Okay. I'm saying.
That was good. That should be on TV.
I'm just saying.
That should be on TV.
So,
well, okay. I would never date anybody who did crimes like molestation,
of course,
murder.
That goes without saying.
All of that. I don't think, because you know what? In my heart of hearts, I would say no. But I've never in my life felt like I would have ever dated anybody that was ever locked up.
Right.
I didn't see that coming in my life. I didn't.
But it came.
It did. It came.
A lot of probably in your life. So I'm just like, in your life.
It came and it is what it is, because you just don't know what's happening. You just don't know.
Plus, you don't judge people. Like now, the softer side of me.
Judger. No,
you do. I don't. But I'm speaking in general. The general you don't judge people by their history. You let them talk through it and see where they are now. But your ass would judge by the history and like, no, I don't care what they say. They've been here for how long and did what? Nah. Like, I don't give a fuck what you're building your goals on. Like what you're saying, like, this is what I want to do in my future. Nigga, we are in our 40s at the time. So what you want to do is what you should have been done, but you couldn't, right? So, but I'ma still stand beside you and love you. I'm just saying, like,
you do know I'm sitting beside you.
Oh, hi. I love my best friend. Just never thought it was time to shine.
Man, you live in function.
Nope. No.
Oh. The show is over. Thank y'all. God bless. Good night.
Nah. Work has to be gotten.
No. I feel that. And sincerely, I want to, if I could do a do-over and go back and not be so judgmental to people, I would.
Do you have some people to apologize to?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bitches. Bitches. You see? Best friend. You ain't shit. No, really though. Like, I know that I was so judgmental.
Yeah.
And then I was like, for some reason, I think I was also in a space where the people around me, I kind of forced them to judge too.
Mm.
God dang. You agreeing, or you just like, oh,
definitely agreeing.
Dang, best friend. I hurt your feelings.
You were a bitch.
But, so, yeah, God bless. Good night. Show is over.
So, we're going to have Love After Lockup Part 2.
No, we're not. Let's finish it.
Oh, okay.
Let's finish it.
Because I can keep going.
Because I guarantee you, and I'm not the only person who have dated somebody who's been locked up.
Yeah. I mean, I have not ever, but it's okay. But because
you've not ever what?
Dated anyone who was locked up. I've never dated anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. That was locked up. Okay. But it's not because I have an aversion to it. Like you already know, my dad was locked up a big chunk of my life, and he was an amazing guy. I just didn't run in those circles like my best friend ran in those ratchet ass circles with her judgmental ass running into the circles with Love After Lockup.
You know what? It is a show called Love After Lockup.
You should be on it. Are you guys going for the next season? Is that what we're doing? Love After Lockup 2026 with Nikki Cole. But
yeah, that was hurtful.
God bless and good night, guys.
but I'm gonna say this about like, for me, that was never in my cards. It wasn't. I didn't see it coming. I never seen it coming. And I think, like, for the type of person that I date, it is a go-getter. Like, I go hard. Like, I want somebody, I'm stop saying like someone. I want somebody who's on my level.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be where I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm retired. I'm career driven. I now with this podcast, I already had a business. Nikki, I already had all of that. So
Right.
when I meet people, here is my resume.
Right.
And what's yours?
Right.
So
potential.
Yeah, potential. Had I not seen potential, I would have walked away. And it's probably people that I've met prior to that wasn't even locked up that didn't have potential, but tried to date me, that I was just like, it had a job, had this line up, but I didn't see any growth. I didn't see any moving forward. I didn't see where we would be a power couple, that I would say no.
I just have one more thing to say, and I keep saying don't say it.
What is it, Maddie?
I just
because you look like Maddie right now.
I just don't want to say it because you're just such on a great trajectory right now. It's a greatness.
Well, with this show has been a lot of dragging you, so drag me down. But I never dragged you. You just talk about your story. Is that one of my moments?
And now I'm gonna say it. If your daughter, I feel like you can fill in the blanks.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and that's a great question. And I'll say this about my daughter because she's the number one person in my life.
Yeah.
When I knew that I was getting into a space where I was getting serious with someone who had been locked up, you know, I felt an obligation to talk to my daughter about it and, you know, say, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. She already met him. Yeah. She knew, but she didn't know the story.
Right.
And we both sat down and told her the story. And she was like, gosh, you know, she's kind of different because she's into history. She's pro-Black.
Yeah.
She look at all those things. And her first thing was, we have to stop letting them lock up so many Black people. So that was her thought process.
Yeah, of course.
So if she would have came to me and said, Mom, I'm dating. So you know what? When you say that, it happened. She was dealing with this little boy that was, when she was probably in the 9th, 10th, I can't remember, 9th, 10th grade, that was on a bad track. Was, you know, in and out of trouble. And she was, and I knew about it. So she came to me and was like, Mommy, blah, 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 I want to come over to the house. I was like, no. And then she kept doing things to say, Mommy, blah, 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 I want to come to the house. I felt myself losing my kid. So I said, he can come to the house. But I gave stipulations. He can't do blah, 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 blah. So I didn't refuse her or the guy. Now, did I talk against it? Yes.
I think I appreciate this path that you just took us on.
Okay.
But I think I'm asking, so for instance, your daughter is 30.
My daughter's 20.
Say, for instance, your daughter is 30.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So, like, we're speaking of future. Our daughter's the same age.
Future.
And notwithstanding the age or anything, but, like, let's just say, and she came to you and she's saying, and take out the fact that, like, she's brilliant, history, all of that stuff. Like, we already know she gonna do her research. But let's just say none of that has happened. That's not the thing. It's your daughter is saying, I met a guy, he's been locked up, but he has potential, Mommy, and I really feel like he could be the one for me.
What would I say?
Yeah. Like, think about it though. Don't just say it because
I'm not taking
right
situation that I had into account at all. It depends, because here's why I say that. Because it is so many Black men that's been locked up now, locked up then, multimillionaires now.
Yeah.
Because when they got out, I served my time. Now I'm a multimillionaire because this is a track that I was on.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily say no. I would say maybe back before I did, maybe.
That's what
I don't know because.
No, I can answer it for you.
No, because I think about people like Meek Mills.
Yeah.
And he has the same birthday as my kid.
Mm-hmm.
He was locked up for years.
Dreams and nightmares, baby.
For years. What is he doing now? What?
No, I'm just like, I don't know.
I'm not saying I want her to date him, but I'm not. Of course, I don't want her to date him. But I'm just saying, people that's been locked up, that doesn't mean that their life is over.
I know that.
It means that when you come out, what happens? Because the person I dated, 4 businesses now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you come out and do nothing. If you're coming out and you have a life and you get up and you keep moving, then like, okay.
I'm you know
me. So you're saying
it's funny because the truth of the matter is
what
that's really how I've always thought. I've just never personally dated someone who's been locked up, whatever. Like that's not the issue here. The issue is this bitch is so judgmental. And it's like, to have her in this space is like, okay. Yeah, like, cause I think like that. I know that. Like I said, I've been to a million prisons visiting my father. I know I have a lot of friends, all of that. I understand and I comprehend that. But someone like you, and I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean in someone who you got their shit together. You know, prior to this, you would immediately know. It's immediately N-O, not K-N-O. You know, absolutely not.
Why do you think this was different for me?
Because the way the person presented their self, they are a stand-up guy. They're a stand-up person. They had their shit together. Okay. It's not and I think the conversation was upfront. It was real. It was authentic. It was no fake shit. I think that's why it was different for you. Mm-hmm. And you did and do, and you still see, and it came into fruition. You see what the businesses are. You see, they said they're going to do what they're going to do, and they did it, and you understand it. And I think that's why. But in general, if it wasn't any of that shit, it's like, sure, deuces. You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But even for people that has never had a bad past, come into my life and they come with some BS.
Chalk up the deuces.
I'm deuces with them.
Yeah.
And then another side, there's been people that's very successful that come to me and come with some BS, and I'm still deuces.
Yeah.
So I think it really, sometimes maybe it's the person. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the time in my life.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a space where I was in my life where I was open to receive something like that. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly do not know.
Well, but you'll learn. And no, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about that. I think I'm happy. I'm happy that you are happy. And I think that they call it, what's the word for it? Re-entry into society, right? Re-entry into society. You got to learn these terms, baby. You got to learn the terms. But I think that it's important that I want to say on the record, like, I was giving her shit because y'all already
would give you shit
hardcore.
Yeah.
But I mean, I believe in second chances. You know what I mean? And I believe that people who have been locked up for whatever reason, if they change their life, you know, I've written poems about it, especially for my father, like, you know, drug rehabilitation is not synonymous with incarceration, all of those things. So I comprehend all of that. Before this podcast, I had to let my girl know that she be judging. Okay. So,
and I receive that.
Yeah.
And I receive that. And for everybody that I've judged, fuck you. No.
She ain't shit. She ain't changed. She ain't changed.
No.
She ain't changed.
No.
Balling on a budget.
For everybody that I judged,
I'm going to judge you again.
Let's move on.
That's really what it's giving.
No, it's not. It's really not. Like, I think I have grown to a space to say sometimes I keep my judgmental thoughts to myself.
Because you still have them.
Everybody do. Yes, all of us have judgmental thoughts. It's what you display. It's what you say. It's what you don't. Everybody have judgmental thoughts.
Yeah, they do. I mean, some harder than others.
Some hard. That's why I say if I'm gonna judge something, is my thoughts stay in to my mind.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I try not to express as much as I used to.
Okay, look at
And
God.
I don't think that has anything to do with who I dated. I think that has to do with who I am at 54 years old.
Right.
Because you live and you learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you
keep judging.
get loves. Okay. So balling on a budget. What's yours? Look at her, man. She can't handle the truth. Okay, I'm gonna give my ball on a budget, and then you can give yours.
I forgot mine.
Well, I'm gonna give mine. I take my lunch to work every day because I do. And my coworkers will be like, Miko, the food truck is downstairs. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I have a salad. Thank you. Yep. I have fruit. I be hungry as shit sometimes. But the key is when you cook at night, put it in your little lunch thing and make it fun. But I take my lunch. If I go to work 4 days out of the week, I'm taking my lunch at least 3. Starting in July, I'm going to work 5 days a week. I'm taking my lunch at least 4 days. I just do it because also it helps with your weight. It helps with your money saving. And that's a way to ball on a budget.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback on that because everybody know I'm into fitness, and I try to stay in tune with everything, and I stay away from sweets and all the other stuff that's not unnecessary. So I meal prep.
You do.
I meal prep.
I want to start doing that.
One of the ways I ball on a budget, like a week. I got everything laid out for each week. What I'm gonna, I'll cook on Sunday or get my stuff prepped for Sunday, and I have it done for it. And maybe not on Fridays because Fridays I might do.
Fridays cheat day.
Yeah, Fridays is my cheat day.
Wednesday is goat day.
Fridays and Saturday is both my cheat day, and then Sunday I get back focused.
Yeah.
And when I say cheat day, that doesn't mean I don't work out. That means that I just eat a little more freely to what I prepped, and I'm not prepared for my meals. But my bougie on a budget is I meal prep.
Okay. So we got meal prep and then taking your
lunch to work
every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just try to take my lunch. I'm not a lunch person though. I don't eat lunch.
Dang.
I never have been a breakfast or lunch person.
I gobble. I tell you, I gobble.
You know what's so crazy though? The only time that I will eat breakfast or lunch is if I work from home. If I'm working from home, baby, I'm eating up everything.
Yes, you'll tax. I'm eating everything. I can't stop eating.
That's why it's okay for me to work.
You got your tapeworm. She got a tapeworm when she work from home.
Well, that's how I was like, y'all got a tapeworm this year.
I'm working from home.
Right. So I love both of those bougies on a budget.
Okay.
And it's
who you?
Yes. To do my
who you saluting?
Oh my God. So I am going to show this book, and you know, we were both in the military. And in the military, one of the things that's very, very important, and they teach us all the time, is leadership. You know, we start from the day we go into the military about leadership because that's really the core of the military. And I got a friend who wrote a book, Who Are You and Why Should I Care?
Ooh. It's a thick book too.
And the name of it is Who Are You and Why Should I Care? Yeah. And I was just like, what? But when you start digging into this book, it is about leadership. And, you know, a friend of mine who retired military, we were stationed together in Hawaii. And I was in Hawaii in 2000. 1999, I think.
I was like, 2019, you were not in Hawaii.
1999.
Oh, wait, you mean station or when you went with your daughter?
When I was stationed in Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah, I was stationed in Hawaii. He was there.
99.
He was actually our EO person. So he was our EO representative. Sergeant First Class. I don't know what he retired as.
Okay, we'll find out.
Yeah, he wrote a book and it's Who are you and why should I care? And it is a book about leadership. It talks about some of the experiences that he had while he was in the military and how you handle leadership. And it really, really, really digs into leadership in the military. One of the things that, this is not necessarily about the book, but kind of about the book. When I went into corporate America, what I realized is they don't know leadership. They were never
right.
They were never taught leadership.
They were not.
And we were taught leadership. And when you're not taught leadership, you just don't really know. So I encourage you, if you have an organization, you have a company, or you're working somewhere, to please, please, please pick up this book by Dr. Clint Covert.
Okay.
Yes.
Dr. Clint.
Yes, Dr. Clint Covert. He got his doctorate degree while he was in the military. He did 20 years. He went on to work in the government for a few years, and then he officially retired. And after he retired, he wrote his book, Who Are You and Why Should You Care? Why should I care? Why should I care? When you open this book and you start reading this book, girl, you're not going to be able to put it down.
I already started when I was like, who wrote this book?
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
And I was like, you were like, that's my military salute person. And I was like, I want to read it. Yeah.
So many great stories. And the bottom line is it teaches you how to be a great leader. And when you encounter things that you're not expecting and you're trying to figure out which way to go, the hard right or the easy wrong.
Right.
Which one do you take? And this book kind of lays it out. And it has like places where you can go and questions are asked. It's like a workbook.
Oh, like scenarios and stuff.
Yeah, it is. And so I encourage everybody to check out this book. And the person that I'm saluting today, first of all, before I say who I'm going to salute, before I salute him, I would say, Clint, you and I always bump head. We always talk in the code. I don't agree. This, blah, 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 blah. But you have really been an inspiration in my life. Over the years, like, we have kind of kept in touch, not really. Every now and then we would follow back up like, hey, where you at? What you doing? What you doing? And we would, just meet sometimes and have lunch and have general conversations about life and leadership. So this book is very, very fitting of you, Clint. And Clint, today we salute you, Clint. Dr. Clint.
Salute you, Dr. Clint.
Thank you for your service and thank you for everything you do, Clint.
Thank you, Sergeant. First class.
Who are you and why should I care? Y'all got to go pick this book up.
It's very interesting.
We got to put the link in the chat.
Yeah. We got to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, wait.
What?
Before we toast, y'all, my best friend went in today.
I mean, I could still go in.
No, let's not go in.
Okay.
No. This has been long enough.
Okay.
I love you, best friend.
I love you too.
May you live as long as you want.
And never want as long as you live. Bottoms up, hoes.
Bitch. Thank y'all for watching. Please follow us on YouTube, Apple
Podcasts.
Go ahead.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music.
Everywhere where you can find podcasts and listen to and or watch, please follow us there.
Yes.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We are growing and it's been so wonderful. Episode
23, I believe. Oh my gosh. And happy Juneteenth in advance, guys.
Y'all do something for Juneteenth.
Do something.
Juneteenth. Thank you for watching the episode. Bye.
Bye.